And seems like I am live with 30 FPS and fine kbps, and I hope that it remains. Excellent connection, that is what YouTube says, and I will stop me downloading my own stream, that is watching my own stream. And yes, this is a special stream. Why? Because this is my 99th stream. And in this special stream, I am going to be reading random Wikipedia articles. And why random Wikipedia articles? Because there are the things that I know about, then outside I can use Excel draw to demonstrate. And this is like very basic thing. And this something like this. And yep, that should be good enough. There are the things that I know about. There are the things that I know that I don't know about. And inside the things that I know would be like a little bit of C++ programming and other things like networking and stuff, networking like computer networking, not with human beings. And then outside that, there are the things that I know that I don't know about. For example, Krebs cycle, which is how energy is produced inside mitochondria, and some like general relativity or the standard model in physics. And then outside are the things that I don't even know that I don't know I don't know about. Yep, outside there are the things that I don't even know that I don't even know about. And that would include stuff which I cannot name because by the nature of it, I do not know about these things. And that is, and reading random Wikipedia articles is going to help me expand this circle. And some of the things that I don't even know exist will come inside the circle, and hopefully even inside the inner circle at some point. I don't know. And that is what it does. It makes me a better generalist. And yep, now let's begin. Random article. John and Thompson. And yeah, let's see what is John and Thompson. John and Thompson Johnson. Okay, was a soap and alkali manufacturing business in Runcorn, Cheshire, England. Cheshire. Have I heard Cheshire? Cheshire is a ceremonial country in northwest England. Northwest England. It is bounded by Merseyside to the northwest, Greater Manchester to the northeast, Derbyshire to the east. Greater Manchester. Okay, let me see the map. Because I've heard Manchester, I've heard Derbyshire. I don't know where these things are actually. And spring seems to be a bit stable, and I am happy with the performance, I think. Well, it has only been 3 minutes, so I cannot say much. Yep, Wisconsin is a state in United States, not here. Yep, Cheshire, Cheshire, United Kingdom, and here we have Cheshire. Here, Chester, where the heck is Cheshire? Um, nope, Shire, yep. Manchester. Okay, Manchester is here. Birmingham is where Peaky Blinders used to do their thing. Then we have Norwich. I have not heard Norwich. Cambridge is here. Oxford is here. Bristol, Plymouth, Bournemouth, English Channel, of course. English Channel, Birmingham, yeah, London, Oxford, Cambridge, everything is here. And Edinburgh is also something that I've heard. Scotland, we have train spotting from there. Then we have Glasgow is something that I have heard. All right, yeah. Moving on. During the 19th century, John and Thomas Johnson were brothers after whom the business was named. Their father, also named John Johnson, had established a soapery on the south bank of Bridgewater Canal. Bridgewater Canal connects Runcorn and Manchester Lay in northwest England. It is commissioned by Francis Egerton, third Duke of Bridgewater. While reading these things, I would also keep in mind to build a cohesive, coherent narrative, which I can recall later instead of just remembering some random, unrelated facts. Right? I would try to go through the article and have a conclusive, coherent narrative about the article, and then try to establish that cohesive, not cohesive, but coherent narrative inside my already established model of the world so that I would be able to recall it later if I ever had the need to. And from this, it seems he died in 1816 at the age of 37, their father, and the business was run by the Liverpool firm of Hayes, Ollier and Co. Company. Until the elder son John became of age, he was joined by his younger brother Thomas when he too came of age. So there was a father who ran a soapy in a city called Runcorn, and then the father died at the age of 37, and it was the company was run by a firm here, and then when the elder son came of age, he took over the business, and when the younger son came of age, he also took over the business. Like they started to run the business together, right? Excellent connection, it says. Now, another next random article. Ian Kirby. Huh, that is a bit long, but okay. Ian Kirby is a British actor and writer. He is best known for his role in DLDI Hardy Bat. Hardy Bat is a television pilot starring Ian Kirby as the fictional Georgie Cooper, DI Harry Bat. The article is about both character and the show itself. On the children's program Dick and Doom in Danglo and Diddy TV. They have Diddy TV and Diddy TV in British Britannia. And Sandy Toes on Buckle. Additionally, he has appeared in just a random guy who is a guy who was an actor in a show. Personal life, television, film history, and all that. This is not interesting. It is just a fact. Merriman is a film series and Nigerian action comedy franchise. That is something that I'm unfamiliar with. Nigerian action comedy film. Okay. Franchise. It is a whole franchise created by I. Makfun, produced under the banner of Corporate World Entertainment and distributed by Film Nor Distribution. And the series comprises three films. Merriman, the real Yoruba demons, Merriman 2, another mission, and Merriman 3, Nemesis 2024. Okay, so I have one question, but before that, let me complete reading this. Known for its mix of humor, action, and social commentary, the series has gained significant attention in Nollywood. That would be the Hollywood Bollywood equivalent in Nigeria, featuring an assemble of cast of Nigerians. Or this thing created by this under the banner of Corporate World Entertainment. What is that? Corporate World Entertainment. See what that is. Corporate World Entertainment encompasses various activities and events organized for Corporate World Entertainment. Wait, is it a company or a concept? Nigeria. Okay, it is a Nigerian company, I guess. Dark mode. Well, it is Nigerian, so it should already have been in dark mode. Corporate World Entertainment Limited, a media and entertainment organization focused on packaging live events and providing contents for radio and television. CWE is also a one-stop shop for booking the biggest name in music, comedy, and entertainment industries in Nigeria. So it seems that this is a Nigerian company, Corporate World Entertainment Limited, and under their license, this man, Mahfud, he created this series, Merryman, which has three films. And yeah, in 2018, then 2019, and then the next film didn't came out the next year because of the COVID virus, right? And it came out in 2024, last year. That is cool, and that is all. I'll be moving on to the next article and try to find something interesting like this. He is a music composer. Charles Mayer, this also known as Charles Mayer or Charles Mayer, just the difference in his name, was a Prussian pianist. Yeah, Prussian is European, German, and composer active in the early 19th century. What do composers like actually do? Let's see, composer. Yes, Wikipedia is going to be my only. Okay, from Wikipedia, it's free and outside Wikipedia. A composer is a person who writes music. The term is especially used to indicate composers of Western classical music or those who are composers by occupation. Many composers are or were also skilled performers of music. Someone who writes music, who thinks, okay, so let me go to ChatGPT and I have a few questions. So my question would be, when a composer like Beethoven is writing music, what it means is that he knows about musical instruments like guitar, like violin, violin, piano, um, double bass, drums, of course, drums, and that saxophone, and others. Shit, my bad, and others. And he knows about what kind of sound will be generated by an instrument. No, no, no. He knows he knows what he knows how to write in musical terms some sound that he has in his mind, and then he writes that for the musical instruments. Like he has different. Mm, he wants on different sounds to come out of different instruments, and so he writes this music for each of the instrument in an orchestra, and then passes on each sheet to the respective player and tells them to play, and then the overlapping sounds create the beautiful music that the composer heard in his ears. I guess that is correct. Or maybe not. Error in message stream. Let's see. QPS is stable. FPS is also stable. That is cool. And it supports shit. Control C. ChatGPT. Error in message streaming. What is wrong with ChatGPT? Shit. Would I have to use Gemini? Gemini. Like Google.gemini.com. Gemini. Phone and oh shit. That is a rabbit hole that I would like to go into later at some point. Let's see. Just a second, your understanding of a composer's process using Beethoven as an example is remarkably accurate and insightful. You have hit on all the key elements. Knowledge of instruments, absolutely. A composer like Beethoven would have an intimate understanding of and capabilities. Okay. Translating inner sound into notation. Yes. Orchestration arrangement. You are spot on about different sounds coming from different instruments. This is called orchestration. Okay, different sounds come from different instruments. This fact is called orchestration. The art of assigning specific musical lines, harmonies, and textures to different instruments or sections of an orchestra to achieve a desired sonic effect. Beethoven didn't just write a single melody. He conceived of how different instruments would interact and contribute to the overall musical fabric. Yeah, he didn't just think about what one instrument would sound like on its own in a better way, but what effect it would have on the overall music. Individual parts. He would indeed write out individual parts, a sheet of music for each instrument. A violinist would receive only their violin part, a cellist, yeah, cello, and cello part, and so on. S- Cello, cello, instrument. How is that different from violin? Yeah, is cello a violin? Uh, violo, violocello. Okay, violocello is the full cello name, I guess. Italian pronunciation, commonly abbreviated as cello. Okay, is a middle pitched bow board with this is bulging, sometimes plucked or occasionally hit string instrument of the violin family. Violin is the blanket term and string instrument of the violin family, sometimes plucked. Okay, okay, so cello is also a violin. And but what we generally associate, cello is full body. The size is big. Cello, cello willow, willow cello. That is called willow cello. Yeah, violo cello. Violo cello is full body in size, like this woman has it right here, or this man has it right here. This man who has it very passionately right here, or this old guy who does not seem familiar. Yeah, that is cello. Size is bigger, and we have, and they have this thing at the bottom which is holding it up. Okay, that is cello, and what we cello is also a violin, but what we generally consider as a violin is something is smaller, which is just this much in size. Okay, okay, okay. Okay. The conductor and instrument. While the composer might not personally hand each sheet to every player, yeah, in a large orchestra during the performance, they would create the score and parts and often work closely with the conductor. The conductor then interprets the composer's intentions and guides the musicians in bringing the music to life, ensuring the overlapping sounds create the music, the beautiful music that composer heard in his ears. That makes sense. Hey, thus you know, hello. And okay, so this guy was a Prussian composer. That is cool. Can I hear one of his music? Epitomology, etymology. Shit. Etymology. The term is described from Latin. Etymology of a composer. Okay, because we were on to a composer. This is the guy who's the composer. Mayer was born in 1799. That seems good enough, and I will be moving on to something. I'm looking for something that is interesting. Combat, military rank, combat. Seems Russian, Soviet Union. Yes, battalion commander, combat, and I can try to read Cyrillic. Commandeer, commandeer. Should that does actually say commandeer? Co, K, O, M, and this H means N. Command, and this letter means the dash D, and this um, flipped N is N, and this P means R, commandeer, and this, so I guess this is B, ba, ta, this is L, L, battaliona, battaliona, commander, battaliona, Cyrillic. Combat is the combat is the abbreviation of battalion commander. So I do not actually know these hierarchies. How big is a battalion supposed to be? How big is a uh, garrison? Garrison is something that stays at a place to protect it, right? How big is a battalion? How big is a like squad? Squad is four by name. It is squad. Yeah, stuff like that. Okay, let's see. What is the hierarchy of army, not ranks, army, soldier, groups like groups like battalion and all that. A battalion structure of Indian Army. That's by Center of Defense Careers. All right. And make this like this. Yes. What is the article about? Structure of the Indian Army. That is cool. The- Okay. I do not have to touch the mouse. I can just use my keyboard for everything because I am have the WIMIM extension. The Indian Army is the second largest active. Oh, yes, I do have to use the mouse to highlight things that I'm reading so that you know what I'm reading. The Indian Army is the second largest active duty military force in the world in 2020, second only to China, with over 1.23 million personnel and counting. Counting means they are increasing. A sound structure for the army is essential. Makes sense. The Indian Army is divided into 40 divisions and 14 corps. Just 40 divisions for 1.23 million people. Okay. The Indian Army headquarters is in New Delhi. Okay. So Indian Army is the second largest army in the world, second only to China. Second, the Indian Army has about 1.23 million people and also in counting. And then we have 40 something and we have 40 divisions. Divisions, okay. Divisions seem to be the highest denominator after the army itself. And now 14 corps. Corps and divisions, I guess. Okay, let me read that. The Indian Army operates 6 operational commands and 1 training command. Okay. Each command is headed by a general officer, commanding in chief with the rank of lieutenant general. Each commander is direct command directly reports to Army HQ. Okay. Army operates 6 operational commands, right? Each command is by command. They don't mean they don't mean commands. They mean a group of people, right? So Indian Army is divided into 6 commands. Each command is headed by a general officer, commander in chief, all right, with the rank of lieutenant general. Okay. And each command directly reports to Army HQ, which is in New Delhi. Under the operational commands, we have corps. Operational commands, we have corps. The corps comprise of 3 to 4 divisions and commanded by an officer of the rank Lieutenant General. Lieutenant General. Lieutenant General. Okay. 6 commands. We have 6 commands and each command is divided into corps. Each command is divided into corps. Let me have a go at this. Read the article on the dindos. It is really interesting thing. Okay, after this, brother. Yep, dindos. I don't know. I don't even know what that is. After this, we will move on to what brother Phantom Runner 222 due to some reason. That is his name with a very specific number at the end is suggesting. That is what we will move on to next. So we have at the top what commands which are 6 in number, right? And then they are divided into corps, which we don't know how many they are. There are, and then they are divided into divisions, 3 to 4 divisions under each corps, and these are headed by lieutenant general, right? Right, Ristic, right? Small. Do not look and type. Just type. Simply type. Right. These are also headed by Lieutenant General. Now I do have a message headed to some reason. Right. And okay, that is understandable. Every division is made up of 3 to 4 brigades and is commanded by an officer of the rank Major General. Okay. Then for brigade. Okay. Then follows the brigade, which is under the command of an officer of brigadier rank. Every big brigade has 3 to 4 battalions in them. This is fucking interesting. Okay. And okay, divisions are divided into brigades, right? And okay, brigades. Then below brigade we have battalions. And who commands a brigade? Brigadier, of course. Who commands a division? Major general. Okay, lieutenant general, major general. Then we have a brigade, which is commanded by a brigadier officer. Then every brigade has 3 battalions in them, and each battalion comprises of 4 rifle. Okay, now we are getting into specifics. Each brigade has exactly 3 battalions in the Indian Army. Wait, we have it right here. Right. Training command and operational command. Okay, we have 6 operational commands. That is 6 commands that work or perform operations. These and each command, operational command, is divided into 3 to 4 corps. Each corps is divided into 3 to 4 brigades, division. Each division is divided into 3 to 4 brigades. Each brigade has, my bad, 3 battalions, and each battalion has 3 rifle companies, and each rifle company has 3 platoons, and each platoon has 3 sections, and each section has the smallest unit, 10 men, 10 human beings who are fighting with their life on the line. Okay, a rifle company, platoon, okay, 333. Battalion is also called a regiment. A rifle company, platoon, and smallest men. Okay, battalion is also called a regiment. Regiment, okay, and these are divided into rifle companies, which are further divided into and rifle companies are further divided into platoons, right? I am not that retard, I could be. Yeah. And the platoons are further divided into section, which has 10 men, right? So this is cool. Section, in a section we have 10 human beings who are fighting and are going to then die, right? And also that thing, each brigade has 3 battalions or regiment, and each regiment has 3 rifle companies, and each rifle company has 3 platoons, and each platoon has 3 sections. And therefore, since we had 10 men here we should have about, in a platoon should have 30 men, and we should have about 30 men, and in a rifle company we should have about, not about, exactly, we should have 90 men, and in regiment we should have 270 men. And since there are, in a brigade we have 3 battalions, and each battalion has 271, we should have 810 men in each brigade, and in each division we should have more than this, man. We should have 0, 24, 2430, 2030 men, two from this to about 40 at the end, and 8 4 are 3240 men in each division. And then above that we have corps. In each corps there are about 3 to 4 divisions, right? Yeah. 3 to 4, 3, 3 to 4 divisions. And let's go there. 3 to 4 divisions. This thing multiplied by 3, shit, 70. 290, 7290, and this into 3 would be equal to 9, and 24 is the same, 720. About this many men in each corps, and in each command there are 6 commands, by the way. 6 operational commands. Let me write 6 operational commands. Right, 6 operational commands. And shit, we have found out the population of our whole Indian army, I guess. Now, this number multiplied by 3 would be equal to ah 0 at the end to 7. Yep, 7 to carry 6, 8, and 21. 21,000. And here we should have 68 and 68 the end, and before that 7 into 3, 21, 2 carry 27, 9, 29, 29,000. And we have 6 of such things. So in total, in the working command, we should have about this thing into 6 is let me do it in my head. um 6 and is 7 into 6 is 42, 4 carry, 6 8 is a 48, and 4 carry from the 4, 52, 5 carry, and is 6 1 is 6 plus 5, 11, 1 carry, 6 2, 12 plus 1, 13, 1 3. 1 point, it is not, it is 1.3 million, and we saw 1.23 million. This is the upper limit, and the lower limit would be 29160 multiply by 6, which would be 0, and 16 into 6, can I do it directly? 16 into 2, 32, 32 into 3 would be 96, and yes, that is cool. 96, and 29 into 6, I can do that directly. 30 into 6 would be 180, 180 minus 6, that is 174, and that somehow is higher. Yeah, that is, this number is higher than this. Okay, that is the size of the operational squads, operational commands. Comma. Yes, we, of course, we need a comma. Okay, that is cool. So let me recite it once more. The Indian Army, right? This recession. And the Indian Army as a whole is divided into 6 operational operational commands plus 1 training command, and then that these each of these operational commands is divided into 3 to 4. I actually am stupid. Each operational command is divided into 3 to 4 shit battalion, I guess. Nah, not battalion. Battalion comes later. Shit, I do not want to look at it again. I want to recall it. Each operational command, I am streaming. Yes. Yes. Jail, C, Murha, Sai. I don't know. Right. Jai. Are you referring to Jaish Mohammed? I don't know his state. His family died, I guess. In Operation Sindoor, his family died. Or allegedly, that is what the Indian Army says, and I guess they are telling the truth. Now, 3 to 4 in a operational command, there are 3 to 4 Shit, I will have to look at it. Corpse. Yes, of course. Corpse 3 to 4. Uh, corpse in each operation command, and in each corpse there are 3 to 4 divisions, and in each division there are exactly 3 brigades, and in each brigade there are exactly 3 battalions, and in each battalion there are exactly 3 rifle. Wait, we had corps at the second top, and then we have corps in the third last. In each rifle corps we have 3 platoons, and Platoon was the movie in which Sylvester Stallone was there, right? Platoon film series 1986 was the first time. William Dafoe, okay, Johnny Depp. Wait, what? Platoon movie. Wait, shit. Sylvester Stallone was not there. My bad. Okay, it is Johnny Depp. We do not have Sylvester. I haven't watched the movie, so I don't know. I just thought he would be there. I've seen William Dafoe there. Wilhelm or William. Willem. Willem. Willem Dafoe. Willem Dafoe. Right. And in each platoon we have 3 sections, and each section has 10 men, or more like soldiers. And how are you manages them, right? Um, this operational command is managed by a lieutenant general, and corps is also a corps is also managed by a lieutenant general, and then we have a division which is managed by a colonel, lieutenant general, lieutenant, wait, uh, captain, my bad, lieutenant each, commander in chief, general commander in chief. Each command is headed by a general officer commander in chief with the rank of lieutenant general, yeah. And each command we have under command we have corps, which is also headed by lieutenant general, major general. All right, major general. Right. Major general. Each division is headed by a major general, right? And each brigade is managed by a brigadier, and each battalion. I do not know who manages a battalion. I will have to see. Battalion. Okay, it is not written who controls a battalion. That is cool. Was I able to recall this structure? Yeah, I will have to recall this a few times, and then it would be fine. We have the whole Indian Army consists of 6 commands, 6 operational commands, and 1 training command. And each command is divided consists of 3 to 4 corps, and each corps consists of 3 to 4 divisions. Each division consists of brigade brigades, and each brigade consists of 3 battalions, and each battalion consists of 3 rifle corps. Each rifle corps consists of 3 platoons. Each platoon consists of 3 sections, and each section consists of 10 men. That was correct. Battalions, yeah, that seems correct. That's cool. Now we will be moving on to the topic which was suggested. Dindos. Did you want? Did you wanted to write dildos? It says dindos. Yeah, and if dindos aren't a thing, a dindo is a thing. It seems like a dog or a fox. Dindo is an inch. Okay, this might be too small for you guys to see. The dindo is an ancient lineage of dog found in Australia. Wait, they have dogs in Australia. Okay, its taxonomic classification is debated as indicated by the variety of scientific names presently applied in different publications. Wait, they have dogs in Australia. Dogs are a human evolved version of wolves, and Australia is totally unconnected to any other continent. And so I guess when the first humans went to Australia, they also took dogs with them. That seems to be the only explanation, because a wolf would not be able to go on its own. And since, yes, when did humans went to Australia? I guess it was 12,000 years ago. When did humans first went to Australia? 48,000 years ago. Shit, over the last few decades, a significant number of archaeological sites dated at more than 30,000 years old have been discovered. So humans went to Australia more than 30,000 years ago, which is fucking crazy. Oh shit. Uh, that is crazy and also cool. Dingo. Okay, dingo is a dog that is found in Australia. Dingo is a dog that is found in Australia, and let me also write in my elite draw. Uh, I, I thought I should note down what the things that I am reading out. I read about composition, and I will remember about composition. That is cool because that is more conceptual than memorizing random facts. But this is more about memorizing random facts. The division of Indian Army, and then we have dingo here, a dog. Okay. And the only interesting thing that seems to me at this point, without reading anything about the dog, is that we have a dog in Australia. Of course, yes, it is eukaryote. Eukaryote means multicellular, have a membrane-bound cell nucleus. Okay, eukaryotes constitute the domain of eukaryota or eukarya organisms whose cells have a membrane-bound nucleus. Okay, so their nucleus is membrane bound and their DNA is not just dangling all over the place. All animals, plants, fungi, sweet, like multicellular ones, they are eukaryotes. They constitute a major group of life forms alongside two groups, prokaryotes and other. New Guinea, Papua New Guinea. Okay, let's move on now. Come back. Come back. Welcome to the live chat. And if there are any suggestions which you guys would like to make, I am I would be very flabbergasted to see the suggestions, and it seems like there aren't any viewers at this point of time. And I'll just move on to the next random article, which seems interesting, and I'll read it. Upalwa. Upalwa village is a village in the Tehsil, Tasao, in Sangli district, Maharashtra, India, about 18 kilometers north of Sangli. It is situated along the Sangli Tasgaon State Highway. Okay, according to 2001 census, it had a population of 1,669 living in 1,720 households. That is crazy. There are more houses than there are people. So, yes, there are more houses than there are people. Uplava, more houses Then people is crazy. Uplava. La. Question implies a surplus of now. More vacant home than homeless people. That is not what I wanted to see. Moving on to the next random article. I'm looking for some article that would be interesting. Not in this way. Tamari Miyashito, Japanese, is an American, a former indoor volleyball player and coach. I have watched IQ as a libero. Libero is someone who stands at the back, and libero is a special person. He can come in of the court and out of the court without stopping the match. And a libero has a different uniform compared to the rest of the team. And libero's main job, libero's main job is to stop the ball from touching the ground. So they have to be very agile and very quick, very fast. She was a two-time national defensive player. Like I said, ball cannot touch the ground. Defensive player of the year at the University of Washington and played on the United States women's national volleyball team from 2010 to 12. Very short, just 2 years. She won a silver medal at the 2012. Okay, she didn't play for the United States team and let's see as a player and helped lead the national team to a gold medal at the 2020 Olympics as an assistant coach. That is cool. Libero. Let me see. Wait. It would be, I guess, below uh, libero in volleyball. They have a different uniform. I have to confirm that. Yep. See, libero. The uniform is different from everyone else's. And here, yep, uniform is different from everyone else's. That is the libero. Because so that you can spot the libero among the team. Because libero can come in and out of the team as they want, whenever they want. YouTube is now not receiving enough data. Frames have dropped. And I didn't want to get into this mess. Frames have actually dropped. Is it because my laptop is heating? I don't know. Cannot say. Let's move on to the next random article and hope that the stream has is not first. Okay, again, non-interesting. Let's see. Maria Dominovich, Russian Doman Domansevich, Domansevich. Okay, she only has his father's name, but not her own surname. Is a Belarusian. Okay, Belarus. Belarus is Rus, Russian. Okay, that is how Belarus got its name. Long distance runner who specializes in the marathon. She what comprises a marathon. Marathon is a long distance race of exactly 42.195 kilometers. Exactly with a distance of 42.195 kilometers. That has to be the a marathon has to be of this exact distance. Okay, okay. 42.195 kilometers. Okay. Yes, that makes more sense if it were in miles. Came to miles 42, 42.195. 26 miles in marathon. 26. Uh, b- uh, what is the unit in which marathon makes more sense? How fast did Gordon Ramsay ran a marathon? It took him 3 hours and 30 minutes. Shit. 3 hours 30 minutes for 42 kilometers. That is like divided by 3.5. 42 divided by 3.5. That is easy. That is 12 kilometers per hour. 12 kilometers per hour. Nah, I haven't run. Well, my top speed was 1 kilometer every 6 minutes, or 5 minutes. Yeah, 5 minutes was my top speed, I guess. And yeah, I would be able to run 12 kilometers in 1 hour if I were running in my top speed, but I would quickly wear out and not do something good. Shit. I will have to see my stream how it is. A 5 minute, yeah, 5 minute was my top speed, I guess. And lacking. Yeah, I would be able to run. Voice is not there. And if there is anyone watching this stream, I would like you to tell me, am I
12
audible?
kilometers in
After completing
one
1 hour if I
four.
were running in my top speed, but I would,
Shit.
it is just me who is unable to hear the voice. Or maybe some of the Bluetooth device is connected. No, no, the Bluetooth device is connected. Now I will just suppose that my voice is reaching other human beings and move on. Yeah, Belarusian woman who she completed the women's marathon event at this, who specializes in marathon in 2018. She finished fourth place in the women's marathon at this in Berlin, Germany. From Belarus to Germany, that is cool. Now another random article. Let's see. Will Lutz, Lutz. What would be the nationality? Will Lutz, American, but where from? Will Lutz. We will have to see that, and I will have to stop this stream in a bit. But before that, we will look into Will Lutz college career. Will Lutz, William Lutz, born 94. 94 was the year when Leon came out, and some other things also happened, I guess, in that same year, 1994, which I do not remember at this point. Yeah, I remember one more thing, but I won't tell you. 1994, Leon the Professional came out. Natalie Portman was 12 years old, exactly 12 years old. Yeah. William Lutz is an American professional football place kicker, place kicker for the Denver Broncos of the National Football League. He played college football for the Georgia State Panthers. Wait, in just these 2.5 lines, there is a shit ton of things that I do not know about. Like football, I don't even know the rules for football. All I have seen is clips in movies and things, and I see people throwing ball through a very large semi-rectangular hoop, which is open from the top, and it is very large, and people have the ball in their hand and they run with the ball in their hand. And place kicker here, I guess that is one of the positions. Ah, you kick. Okay, is it like a penalty or something? In gridiron football, the place kicker, PR, PK, PK, Pakistan, or simply kicker, K, Kashmir, is the player responsible for attempts at scoring field goals and extra points. In most cases, the place kicker also serves as the team's kickoff specialist. Okay, there's place kicker for Denver Broncos. That is a team, and their uniform is so fucking similar to what Haikyuu wears in the anime or their volleyball team. This is eerily similar to their uniform. And let's see. National Football League, that would be akin to National Basketball Association. NBA, National Basketball Association. He played college football. That is true. For Georgia State Panthers. Georgia State College. Okay, that is cool. And I will finish this stream with one thing: solving a word for the day, and which is this. That is Algeria. Algeria, capital of Algeria. Okay, first neighbors. Libya, of course, Libya to the right, and so this many. Tunisia, yes, Tunisia, Morocco, Morocco, and Sahara, Western Sahara, right? And that seems like okay. Burkina Faso, Burkina Faso. Nah, I don't think Burkina Faso would could. Niger would touch, I guess. Yeah, Niger. That is Niger. Okay, and then we have Sud Sudan. Does Algeria touch Sudan? It could. I'm not sure. It doesn't. Okay. Sudan, Libya, yeah, Egypt on the west, on the east, Libya, then Algeria, Tunisia, Morocco. Uh, yeah, Morocco. Then below we have Western Sahara. And here we have Morocco, Niger. Two states are remaining. Whom else does Algeria shares its borders with? Any suggestions? I don't think so. Any suggestions there are in the comments? Tunisia has been done, and not Afghanistan. Um, Algeria. Shit. But I have to look at the map. I want to exhaust first all of my LP. American Samoa. I should know this. Algeria is a Burkina Faso. Nope, nope. It does not touch Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso is far away. There is that country whose capital is Mababane. Whose capital is Mababane? That country on the West Africa that might be touching Morocco. That does touch Morocco, and it might also touch Algeria. How can I forget that? Mauritania, Maurit Mauritania, and this last country that remains is it. I can see. Okay, Mauritania is fitting exactly here with this country. Okay, so which country is there to the southeast of Mauritania? I would have guessed. Shit. I would have guessed Niger, but it does not seem to be the answer. South Sahara. Hmm, which country is to the southeast of Niger? And frames have dropped. That is fine. That is fine, I guess. I have string finally correctly for about an hour. So that is cool. Niger, Sudan is not there. Wait, Chad? Is it Chad? There is Chad, Algeria, Chad, Sudan, Mauritania, Sudan. Burkina Faso is not the answer. Burkina Faso is not the answer, I know. Um, it, uh, what could it be? Libya, Libya. Nope, nope. Libya is done. I already named Libya. Libya was the first one that I got. Then Tunisia, Morocco, Western Sahara, Niger, Mauritania, and now the last one. This country. This is very shit. I should know this country. Niger has been completed. Which country is this? Which North African country is this? Whose map is this? Shit, I cannot figure it out. Shit, I will have to go to the maps. Yeah, see. We have Niger, Algeria, Mali. Of course, fucking yes, Mali. Algeria, Morocco, Western Sahara, Mauritania, Mali, Niger, Libya, Chad is not touching it. Tunisia. Okay, for Morocco, it would have been Spain. Okay. Mali, of course, yes. Mali. Let me increase the size so that if anyone is watching, they might be able to see. Capital of Algeria is Algiers. Where is the capital? I guess it would be a port city. It is a port city and in the very north, toward into the Mediterranean, and the flag of Algeria. uh, This this thing is Ivory Coast. This thing, this I do not know. This I guess is this is Rwanda. I truly don't know. This seems to be Tunisia. This Libya. This is Morocco. Shit, that is Tunisia. Shit. I have to get it right now. That is Algeria. That is Mauritania. Okay, in the south, towards Madagascar, to the west of Madagascar, Mauritania is there. This is Tunisia. Okay, this is Libya, and as I said. This is Niger. This is not Ivory Coast. This is Niger. Okay, and this is Mali. Okay, okay, I'll try to remember. Okay, which one of these places could there be? This is a very potential candidate because seems like a desert. There are mountains at the back, which still could be. Yeah, this one doesn't seem like it because this is very white, not being racist, and this one could also be it because since Algeria is a port city, port country, sea-bearing country, there is sea at the Mediterranean, and this is all seems like Islamic monument. Do they have horses in Africa? They have horses in Africa. Yes. Nope. Yeah, they should have horses in Africa. I'll go with this. This. And what is this thing called? Not Louis First Bridge. Point Udall. Could it be Luango National Park? Roman ruins in Batana. I don't know. Mount Kilimanjaro is not this. Sao Philip Royal Fortress. This could be it. This could actually be it. It is not. CCTV headquarters. No. It is Roman ruins in Batana. Okay. Batna is a city there. Batna city in Algeria. Okay, Batna is a city in Algeria. That makes sense, and that is kind of strange. Batna. Okay. Now moving on to the next thing what they screen, whatever it is. Let's see. It is now the connection is excellent, which is national emblem. This is Oman's national emblem. This thing, the La Force, Hong Kong. This one is not it. This one is not it. This could be it. Republic de la Rwanda is not it. This could be it. This is it. And then we have released an easy mode for this round to make it more fun and available to all players. Okay. What is the easy mode? Languages speaking in Algeria, Albanian, no, Afrikaners, Afar, uh, Roman, Romain, no, Latin, English, Arabic, Berber is, I've heard it somewhere else also. This is Arabic. This would be very funny if this is Berber. It fucking is. And is it the major language? No. Spoken by 27%. This is how you write Berber. Do we have Berber course on Duolingo? I don't think we have Berber course on Duolingo. Berber. Shall I log in? Now, what is the population of Algeria? Well, the population of Greece is 10 million. This is, of course, bigger than Greece, and also this is in Africa, so there has to be a bump. I would go with 35 plus 46 million. Okay. Now, what is the thing that is used? Dinar. Dirham? Dinar. Okay. Dinar. 46 million is the total population, and among those, 4.5 live in a single city. Let's say Algiers, then let's go. I'm guessing Constantine, then let's go for Onaba, then Oran, and I guess this could be wrong, these last two. Or these two. Constantine is not very popular, it seems. But it is more. What do they export? And I would guess like wheat, annual products or something. No, they do not export that. What is easy mode? Once you choose easy mode, you won't be able to go back to normal mode. Okay, let me test. Okay, they give me options instead of just asking me. Minute one of these things. Sugar candy. Well, there is a lot of water from the Mediterranean, right? Inorganic chemicals, fertilizers, mineral fuel, oil, waxes, doesn't seem like it oil. Because if there was oil in Algeria, then they would be rich. But I do not know about their economic condition, but I would have known if they were rich. I guess we would have heard about them generally, like we hear about the Saudi Arabians. Inorganic chemicals, it is fucking fuel. My bad. It is actually fucking fuel. Fuel with other things, sugar candy and all. Let's guess this thing. 96% export is mineral fuel and waxes. This Algeria has oil. Have oil. Algeria with gas. Algeria is a large oil producer with 12 billion barrels of oil proven oil reserves. The country exports this billion of oil. Shit. Shit. So is Algeria rich in terms of oil? I guess that is a fine question. Yes, Algeria is rich in oil. Algeria's economy is dominated by its exports in petroleum. Okay, I didn't know that. That is crazy. Uh, Richest person in Algeria. Let's see. Isad Rab. Rebrab, that is his name. He has a net worth of 314 billions. That's good. What is the net worth of Mukesh Ambani? Net worth 10,000 crores USD. What is that in billions? 10,000 crore. 10, 1 billion. Shit, 1 million is 10 lakhs. 1 crore is 10 billion. 1 billion is 100 crores, and then 1,000. 1 billion is, wait, 1 crore is 10 million. 100. 10 crore is 100 million, and 1 billion is 100 crore. 10 billion is that. So Mukesh Ambani has a net worth of 100 billion. That is cool. $100 billion. And Elon Musk is going to fucking crazy limits with $400 billion. Yeah, that is cool. Area. There is a hint. Let's see. Canada, 10 million. Bigger than Ireland, of course. Spain, bigger than Spain. Is Algeria bigger than Spain? I guess yes. Algeria, bigger or smaller, about the same size. No, very close. And that was the last question. Let's see. Connection is excellent, not anymore. Let's see the size of Algeria. I have a laggy computer at this point. Okay, I should end the stream now because it's behaving.